The Aam Aadmi Party appears to be struggling to explain revelations in Times Now's Operation Black Dollar newsbreak. The story revolves around the Enforcement Directorate informing Ministry of Home Affairs that the Aam Aadmi Party, violated Indian laws pertaining to political parties getting foreign funds to the tune of 7 crore rupees during 2014 to 2022. The dossier accessed by Times Now lays bare a stack of passports, credit cards, phone numbers and email IDs that were used multiple times in different combinations by a much larger list of people whose identities have allegedly been concealed. These donors are allegedly from Canada, US, Australia, New Zealand, Saudi, Kuwait, Oman, and these individuals deposited the money directly in AAP's bank accounts. Now, to add to that, a mail trail has been accessed by Enforcement Directorate, which reveals AAP's Durgesh Pathak allegedly tried to siphon off foreign funds for his personal benefits. As per the ED, 155 donors used 55 passports to make 404 transactions worth 1 crore rupees. Similarly, 71 donors on foreign soil used 21 mobile numbers to make 256 transactions to contribute another 1 crore. Additionally, 75 foreign donors used 15 credit cards to make 148 transactions worth about 20 lakhs. Let's in fact go across to Ankit for more on this. There are several such details to which the Aam Aadmi Party has no answers.
Absolutely. So, Swati, if you look at it this way, there are passports, there are credit cards, there are phone numbers, and there are email IDs. And each of them has been used in different ways, perhaps misused, used multiple times. So, let's take you through first the passports. So, here, for instance, this is a passport that ends with 70. Both the passports mentioned here are the same number. But look at the names. The people who are citing these passports to make their donations are two different people. Two different people making two different transactions into the Aam Aadmi Party bank account, and the passport number listed here is also the same. So one passport, multiple people making a transaction. Same way, we've got other mentions also. Here is another passport. This passport, which starts with G and ends with 24, has been used by 6 different people. So it's one person's passport. One person can only have one passport. If it's an Indian passport, we don't allow dual citizenship. And so 6 people have used that passport to make a transaction. Then it goes on. Here's another one. This is 7 people making donations citing this one passport number. So this is how the ED in its dossier has cited how there are similar one passport being used multiple times. Let's move on, Swati, now to email IDs. Take a look. This is an email ID, EM, and the rest is blanked out. It's a Gmail ID. 40 transactions were made mentioning this. The number of people who use the same email ID was 14. So 14 people using the same email ID, and 17.5 lakh is the amount. The same way, email that begins with NZ, 40 transactions made, number of people is 35. So 35 people using one email ID to transfer about 9 lakh rupees. 13 people similarly use this email ID, SH, blanked out, saftec.ae, to make 28 transactions. So we've seen passports, we've seen email IDs, credit cards and phone numbers remain. Let's take a look now at the mobile number reuse and perhaps misuse. This number 40 ends with 79. 8 people use this one number. 13 transactions, 7.43 lakh rupees. Similarly, we have another phone number coming. 77 ends with 75, used by 5 people for 19 transactions totaling 11.43 lakh rupees. And then there is yet another number, ends with 54, used by 6 people to make 14 transactions totaling 2.6 lakh rupees. So this is how the mobile phone numbers were used. And in the same way, we have the credit cards also. Just take a look. One credit card begins with 54, ends with 28. Same credit card used to make 24 transactions by 22 people, totaling 52,000 rupees. Another credit card now coming up, viewers, starts with 42, ends with 25. 7 people use this to make 7 transactions, totaling 75,000 rupees. And then a third credit card, Swati, used by 6 people to make 6 transactions, totaling 60,000 rupees. And so this is how this entire set of donations was made.
Absolutely. Now, responding to this, the Aam Aadmi Party is blaming the BJP. Thank you, Ankit, for that. AAP's defense is that Times Now's newsbreak has been a combination of accusing the BJP and alleging that this is an old case. Arvind Kejriwal completely ignored the topic as he's been doing in the Swati Maliwal case. But some other AAP netas were fielded to respond. Take a look.
ये सिर्फ एक मजाक है, और ये मजाक हर बार जब चुनाव होता है उससे पहले ये 3-4 दिन के लिए ये मजाक बनाया जाता है, टीवी पे अखबारों में चलाया जाता है, और फिर ये जैसे ही चुनाव खत्म होते हैं ये चीज़ें भी खत्म हो जाती हैं, और फिर जो है अगले चुनाव में अगर आप देखोगे 2025 का जो चुनाव है उससे पहले दोबारा निकलेगी।
ये जो मामला है ये बहुत पुराना मामला है। इस मामले में पहले ईडी को, सीबीआई को, एमएचए को पार्टी ने एक रुपया का डिटेल पहले ही सौंप दिया था। 2015 में इवन हाई कोर्ट में एमएचए ने एफिडेविट में सबमिट किया था और कहा था कि कोई गलत नहीं हुआ है। ये बात बहुत पुरानी है, ये बात खत्म हो चुकी है। प्रश्न ये उठता है कि आज ये फिर से क्यों उठा रहे हैं। आप अगर देखेंगे भारतीय जनता पार्टी की पूरी कारगुजारी, तो जब भी ये चुनाव हारने की स्थिति में आते हैं ये इस तरीके के कारगुजारी, इस तरीके के कारनामे, षड्यंत्र, गंदी राजनीति करते हैं।
आम आदमी पार्टी ने जब से ये पार्टी बनी है पूरी ट्रांसपेरेंसी से एक रुपए का चंदा लिया है, और पूरे ट्रांसपेरेंसी से एक रुपए के चंदे का हिसाब किताब इलेक्शन कमीशन को भी दिया है, इनकम टैक्स डिपार्टमेंट को भी दिया है। ये पता नहीं कहां से भूले बिसरे आरोप लेके आए हैं। ये कई साल पुराना मैटर है जिसमें आम आदमी पार्टी ईडी को, सीबीआई को, एमएचए को, इलेक्शन कमीशन को पहले ही जवाब दे चुकी है।
The Aam Aadmi Party may have to try harder. Its former leader Sukhpal Khera, who's now with the Congress, has made sensational disclosures regarding the foreign funding allegations. Now, Khera is especially important here as the entire ED investigation spawned from searches that had been conducted on him and his aid with regards to a completely separate drugs case. During these searches, incriminating documents were seized, including a list of foreign donors and receipts of donations to the tune of $190,000 which Khera said were raised at the AAP's fundraiser in the US.
So what happened was that when these people started off their party after the Andolan, world over NRIs wanted a change in India, and the slogan for this change went down well with the NRIs, and I think they sent a lot of people abroad. Somewhere around 2016, they also asked me to raise funds. Where the money went, how it was used, how multiple bank accounts were created, why multiple entries, that is for the Aam Aadmi Party to satisfy the investigating. Kejriwal is the main monitor. He is the sole. See, this guy is one-man show. Rest everything is a facade. And now if you see, in Punjab at least I can say, no NRI is supporting them. Because they come to know that these people are all frauds.
So, sensational revelations there being made by an ex-AAP insider. Mr. Khera still says the hows and the whys have not been answered, that the investigating agencies and the investigators will do. Tetri, Bhavtosh and Akanksha are joining us on the broadcast. Let me first go across to Tetri. Those are some sensational revelations being made by Mr. Khera, who says why multiple accounts, why multiple passports, credit cards, phone numbers, Gmail, email IDs being used will have to be looked into by the officers that investigate the case. But he definitely is, blaming the Aam Aadmi Party.
Well, you see, if this entire case starts from the day when Sukhpal Singh Khera, when Sukhpal Singh Khera was accused in an international drug cartel case, from there the ED found that there is some kind of money laundering, foreign funding happening. Then they contacted again Sukhpal Singh Khera, where he mentioned that yes, the funds have come from foreign countries to the Aam Aadmi Party, but he is not involved in it. And this is what he is saying in the interview also. He took the name of Pankaj Gupta. Pankaj Gupta, let me tell you, is the currently National Secretary and National General Secretary, and also the overseas convener from Aam Aadmi Party then and as of now as well. So yes, Pankaj Gupta was the one who was summoned also, and then at that point of time he had also submitted the documents that were asked by the agency, and in those documents these all sensational revelations were made, in which it was found that rupees 7 crores were funded from the foreign land, number one. Number two, the name of those who funded Aam Aadmi Party, those were not revealed. The names were concealed. Question over here is that why the names were concealed. Number three, not only one country, but the fundings came from several countries like New Zealand, Oman, UAE, Canada, Australia. So these are all the countries. And also number four, important is in 2015 and 2016 on foreign lands, a fundraiser event was held by Aam Aadmi Party. There also they did not
FCRA norms were bent. Indian laws were broken. That's what the Enforcement Directorate, Bhavtosh, is telling the ministry about wrongdoings.
Yes, Swati, in fact, adding to what Teshri and Ankit had said, this letter has been sent to Union Home Ministry, and what can happen next in this case is that the Union Home Ministry can write to another federal probe agency, that's CBI in this case, and CBI can on its own start probing this case. Remember, the nodal agency for FCRA violation is Central Bureau of Investigation, and if CBI finds merits in the ED's complaint, then CBI on its own can register the case and start investigating. Now, this letter was filed by the Enforcement Directorate, then Enforcement Directorate Director S.K. Mishra. He wrote this letter to the Union Home Ministry in August last year, and the Union Home Ministry is in fact aware of the fact that there is an alleged dubious foreign transaction between Aam Aadmi Party and some people who are based overseas. So they are aware of this fact. It's around 7 crore rupees of transaction over a period of 8 years, and what we have learned is that CBI has been informed about this, and it could be possible that CBI is looking into this entire matter.
Right. Bhavtosh, Teshri and Akanksha, stay on with us. Before we go across to Akanksha, let's also listen into some reactions. The ED has mentioned that AAP MLA Durgesh Pathak siphoned off funds collected during a fundraising event in Canada in 2016 for his personal benefits. ED substantiated that these allegations by attaching the contents of emails exchanged between AAP volunteers and functionaries. The email added by ED in its dossier reveals that Durgesh Pathak reportedly asked one Aniket Saxena, coordinator of AAP's overseas wing, to transfer $29,000 directly to him and Kapil Bharadwaj through one Bhagwant tour. Durgesh Pathak reportedly said, "Chinta mat karo, hum jail nahi jayenge, jana hoga to Pankaj Gupta jayega." Watch how BJP is attacking AAP and raising questions over who gave AAP the funds.
देखिए, निश्चित रूप से इस प्रकार की जो भी जानकारी आएगी उस पर जांच एजेंसियां नियमानुसार और विधि सम्मत कार्रवाई करेंगी। ये फॉरेन फंडिंग आती क्यों है भाई? कि आप देखिए, बड़ी बड़ी पार्टियों की आपको ओवरसीज में ब्रांच नहीं मिलेगी। समाजवादी पार्टी उनसे बड़ी पार्टी है, लालू प्रसाद यादव जी की पार्टी उनसे बड़ी पार्टी है, शरद पवार जी की पार्टी उनसे बड़ी पार्टी है, बीजू जनता दल उनसे बड़ी पार्टी है, तृणमूल कांग्रेस उनसे बड़ी पार्टी है। ये इन्हीं का मामला जो है वो फॉरेन में दिखता भी ज्यादा है, आता भी ज्यादा है।
आम आदमी पार्टी अपने आप को समझती क्या है? ये एक एंटी औरत पार्टी ही नहीं बल्कि अपराधी एनार्किस्ट पार्टी भी बन चुकी है। जिस प्रकार से उन्होंने मीडिया, जो लोकतंत्र का चौथा स्तंभ है, उस पर फिर से एक बार आक्रमण और प्रहार किया है। गुंडों की पार्टी है। यही गुंडागर्दी उन्होंने स्वाति मालीवाल के साथ भी की, वो भी मुख्यमंत्री के निवास के भीतर। यही गुंडागर्दी वो अफसरों के साथ करते हैं जिनको पीट पीट कर लहूलुहान किया। यही गुंडागर्दी वो महिलाओं के साथ करते हैं। एक महिला पत्रकार के साथ इस प्रकार का व्यवहार पहली बार नहीं है, बार बार करते हैं। कि जब शीश महल के रहस्य को उजागर किया था मीडिया ने, तो तब भी मीडिया वालों को पीटना, भावना नामक एक जर्नलिस्ट को तो जेल में डाल देने का काम किया।
It's not just the BJP. Congress leader Sandeep Dixit, who is son of late former Delhi CM Sheila Dixit, has also sought answers.
कल जो टीवी पर जैसे कम से कम देखा, वो ये लगा कि शायद कुछ इसमें कई लोगों ने इसमें डोनेशन दिया है, लेकिन उसमें पासपोर्ट नंबर, कुछ मोबाइल नंबर रिपीट हो रहे हैं। जैसे अगर दो आदमी एक ही पासपोर्ट नंबर से अगर पैसा दें तो उसमें संदेह होता है। तो ये अगर तो उसमें बात सही है कि ठीक है, लोगों ने दिया है जेन्युइनली और कोई उसमें फरेब नहीं है, तो उसमें आम आदमी पार्टी अपने तथ्य सामने कर दे तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं होगी। लेकिन अगर ऐसा है कि कोई किसी के नाम पर कोई और पैसा जमा कर रहा है तो फिर तहकीकात बनती है। बट दिक्कत वही है ना कि ईडी हर चीज़ चुनाव के समय जो करती है उससे एक संदेह पैदा होता है।
Well, rattled by Times Now's mega expose, AAP resorted to attack and assault. AAP's chief media coordinator Vikas Kumar Yogi assaulted and abused Times Now crew when we questioned them. The men from Delhi CM Arvind Kejriwal's party pushed, slapped and abused Times Now's reporter and also
Times Now reports assault to the police.
हेलो, मैं आकांक्षा बोल रही हूँ। मैं आम आदमी पार्टी हेडक्वार्टर के सामने से बोल रही हूँ। यहाँ पे मेरे साथ बदतमीजी की गई है और मेरे कैमरा पर्सन के साथ भी बदतमीजी की गई है आम आदमी पार्टी वर्कर्स के द्वारा।
Delhi police visits AAP office. Arrest assaulter Vikas Yogi. Times Now, your voice that can't be suppressed.
Let's go across to Akanksha, in fact, who along with her Vijay confronted the AAP men who misbehaved with her and her camera person. Akanksha, at this point of time, the AAP does not look apologetic. Rather, in their defense, they're talking about how this is an old case, a conspiracy of the BJP, but nothing on the manner in which the AAP leaders or individuals affiliated to AAP misbehaved.
Well, absolutely. After we did this expose, it appears that Aam Aadmi Party is clearly rattled. And Swati, we just wanted to ask pointed questions to Durgesh Pathak. Remember, his name has cropped up in the letter that ED has written to Union Home Ministry that, in fact, he siphoned off the foreign funding for his personal benefits. And that is why we wanted to ask him tough questions. We went inside the party headquarters, but we were, my camera person was heckled. He was assaulted. In fact, he was hit with a cable wire. This is what happened at the Aam Aadmi Party office, and after that, no condemnation from Aam Aadmi Party ministers or their leaders. They are completely silent on this. They are not speaking anything about this, but they are, on the other hand, are saying that this is a BJP conspiracy. Entire thing about the expose that we have done. Remember, last Monday was when Swati Maliwal also leveled assault allegation against the PA of Arvind Kejriwal, and after that also they said that this is a conspiracy of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Time and again, when allegations are leveled against Aam Aadmi Party, their only response is that this is a conspiracy by the Bharatiya Janata Party. This time also they have remained silent. No answers from them. My video journalist suffered injuries. He was hit on the head. We were heckled inside the party office, and after that they closed the gates and did not even allow the police to go through. We have filed a complaint, and we are in fact waiting for a prompt action by the Delhi police.
Right. In fact, we do have some reactions coming in. Let's listen into what the BJP president had to say.
देखिए, सबसे पहली बात यह है कि आम आदमी पार्टी झूठ के बुनियाद पर खड़ी है और इनको वोट के खातिर देश से भी कॉम्प्रोमाइज करने में देर नहीं लगती है। ये पहला आरोप नहीं है, इसके पहले भी टेररिस्ट ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस का सपोर्ट इनको मिला, टेररिस्ट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का फाइनेंशियल सपोर्ट मिला। ये आपने देखा पंजाब के चुनाव में भी आरोप लगे। ये आरोप का जवाब नहीं देते हैं, ये उसको डाइवर्ट करने की कोशिश करते हैं, ये इश्यूज को डिफ्लेट करने की कोशिश करते हैं। सच्चाई ये है कि झूठ के बुनियाद पर बनी हुई पार्टी है और ये बेनकाब हो चुकी है। ये इनका दोहरा चरित्र, इनका दोगला चरित्र बेनकाब हो चुका है।
Tetri, Bhavtosh and Akanksha continue to be with us on the broadcast. Tetri is talking specifically about Mr. Khera, who says he went to Canada, and he is talking about the fundraising events. But then, he also goes on to say why all of this happened in terms of the discrepancies and irregularities is something that needs to be investigated. But Aam Aadmi Party saying they have, the BJP has dug out an old case and they have given their explanation to the agencies. But looks like this is a conspiracy against them. That's the claim of the Aam Aadmi Party.
Well, certainly it is very much evident that there is any case against Aam Aadmi Party. Aam Aadmi Party has always been alleging that it is a conspiracy and happening at the behest of BJP, and similarly in this case also in Operation Black Dollar also now Aam Aadmi Party is raising the guns at the BJP and alleging that it is also happening at the behest of BJP, number one. Number two, they are saying that they are also questioning the timings when this entire matter is being has been come to light. And also now they are saying that their entire fundings or whatever they get into their accounts is completely transparent, and that they have also submitted the documents to the ECI as well. But remember that the kind of evidence that we have found in the papers, it is quite surprising and opposite to what Aam Aadmi Party's transparency statement says. Because our document, the documents that we have access, that is the ED's letter to the MHA, in that particular document, it clearly mentions as to how they have tried to conceal the names, how they have tried to use multiple passports on one, or multiple names on one passports, and how they tried to manage the events without giving the details.
Yes, Tetri, Akanksha, thank you very much for joining us. We'll keep coming back to you. Bhavtosh, stay on with us, please. We have some